Bada bing, bada boom. So Apple just unleashed a whole brand new iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max. They are calling these the most powerful iPhones ever, as they do every single year around this time. So today we're going to be answering 5 key questions. Who is it for? What's actually new? Where it shines, and when can you get your hands on one? Most importantly, why it matters. Bada bing, bada boom. Who is the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max for? So if you're a power user, a gamer, if you are a content creator like me, or a filmmaker, then I think these phones are definitely built for you. So I guess Apple's aiming the iPhone 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max at someone who literally pushes the phone to the max. I include myself in that category because I really do push my phone to the max pretty much every single day, and running pretty much non-existent AI features on the iPhone at the moment, because iPhones and AI is a very complicated situation right now. Or basically shooting cinematic content. I like to shoot stuff in ProRes log. Yeah, I do push my phone to the max. Alright, so for anyone or everyday people who just want a thinner phone and better selfies, you are also welcome to the party of the pros. You can also benefit from the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max. Let's be honest here, I think the Pro series is basically Apple flexing and telling everyone this is the best that we can make right now. So basically the enthusiasts, the tech heads, and obviously professionals. I mean, come to think of it, pretty much anyone who's got a bit of this. If you want the pros, you got the cash money. Apple does not care if you're a pro, enthusiast, or otherwise. What's new with the new 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max? Well, let's start with design. So we have a new unibody design. Obviously, this is the 15 Pro Max. It doesn't have that. So the MacBook Pro, I got one here. Actually, not a Pro. I got an Air, but you know what I mean. I'll explain. Look. So this is the MacBook Air, and to make this, Apple use a process they called unibody, where they take a slab of aluminum and they basically mill it to shape it however they want, and they use the same process in making the brand new iPhone 17 and 17 Pro Max. So first ever iPhones milled from a single block of space-grade aluminum. According to Apple, using space-grade aluminum is 20 times better at managing heat than titanium, which they use on my 15 Pro Max and also last year's 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max. Who wants a hot phone? We don't want a cooler phone. Or maybe in the winter you want a hot phone. I don't know. What the hell am I talking about? So you have a new camera bar across the top with LiDAR and flash on this side over here. So there's no longer this square, this square design. Ooh, focus on the, focus. God damn it. Focus on here, bro. Okay, so let's talk about performance. So the A19 Pro chip inside the 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max is an absolute monster. Apple claims you get up to 40% more sustained performance. So why is that important? Well, that is important if you like playing games. For example, in the past when you played games, the phone got hot, and when it got hot, the chip slowed down. And when the chip slowed down, your frame rates dropped, and then also your screen dimmed. I mean, that just sucks, especially if you're trying to play an amazing game outside in the bright sunlight. All of a sudden you can't see what you're playing, and also the frame rates drop, and therefore the whole gaming experience kind of suffers. So Apple has included a thing called vapor chamber cooling. I think I've heard this before in other phones, but basically this means that it's using water sealed in a chamber to basically carry heat away from the processor to keep things running nice and cool. So vapor chamber is a big help in keeping the phone nice and cool. So yeah, there you go. Vapor chamber sounds very high tech. Vapor chamber. No more fried hands. Okay, so let's talk about battery. So the 17 Pro Max has the biggest ever battery in an iPhone. I mean, that is just like music to my freaking ears. It means I can shoot video for longer, play games for longer, and watch certain videos online for longer. And that is a really good thing. I mean, if you love playing games, you're traveling, the last thing you want to be doing is carrying one of these in your front pocket, because it looks a little bit suspicious. You get up to 39 hours on a single charge. That's a full 2 hours more than last year's phone. That is pretty insane. I mean, who doesn't want 2 hours extra? Okay, so one of my favorite parts, and one of the reasons why anyone buys a new iPhone, it's the cameras. So what do we get with the cameras this year? Well, let's start with the front camera. There is a new sensor in the front camera. So there's now not a 12, but 18 megapixel center stage front sensor. or front camera. So this sensor basically reframes automatically, and the beauty of it is it's actually in a square format, which means I can think of many ways where this can be really useful. You just hold your phone like this and you get every single format that you want. 4x3, 3x2, 9x16, 16x9, it don't matter, you get it. Just holding your phone like this. I think even holding your phone like this is so much more secure than having to fumble around and do that nonsense that we've been doing for years. That just makes perfect sense. I was actually literally thinking about this one day. I was sat on the toilet, I was thinking, why do we not have square sensors in cameras? It solves all kinds of problems, but do we get it everywhere? We're gonna find that in a little bit. I don't know why it took so long for someone to do this. So you now get 48 megapixels across all the 3 cameras in the back. I mean, it's about damn time. 3 48 megapixel cameras. So you got 48 megapixel for the wide camera, the ultra wide, and now the zoom. And the zoom now goes all the way up to 8 times, which is kind of crazy. That's equivalent to 200 millimeters. That is the most zoom we have ever had on an iPhone. So Samsung, in your face. When I say zoom, I mean optical zoom without digital. So now my favorite part, video. So what do we get for video this year? So ProRes RAW is now a thing on the iPhone, which is insane. I mean, that just means basically you can film something. If you get the color balance wrong or the white balance wrong, it doesn't matter. You can correct that in post. So this gives you the ability to capture the highest quality video that you can capture. The camera that I'm filming on can do ProRes RAW, but you gotta film to an external recorder. You can't do it internally, which is mad when you think about it, but a phone can do that. That's insane. So that is a really, really, really cool pro feature. If you're a content creator, that is an amazing, amazing thing to have. So you now have RAW in photography, you now have ProRes RAW in video pipeline. That is just, to me, as like professionally, that is incredible. The iPhone is just becoming literally a cinema camera, really. That's really literally what it is. So there's a thing called Gen Lock. I didn't really know what that was, but apparently it's a way to sync several iPhones together. So if you want to do that bullet time or something like that, you can sync all those cameras to get that shot. Yeah, first time I heard of Gen Lock, but apparently a lot of pros like using it, so now I know what it is. So Apple literally used iPhone 17 Pro, 17 Pro Maxes to shoot their entire iPhone launch event. They also used iPhones to shoot their whole promo video. Insane. That is how you sell a phone. It's incredible what iPhones can do now. This is a cinema camera in your pocket. So where do these new iPhones really shine? I think they shine in the pro in pro workflow, because I mean, filmmaking, definitely vlogging, and apparently the front camera is actually wider than previous. So for vlogging, and the sensor is, I think, is twice as large. I mean, what? I just think it's gonna be absolutely amazing for like content creating. Obviously, if you're a filmmaker, if you're into gaming, or if you love to edit on the go. So I don't know if you're like a news reporter, you're a content creator. You know, this gives you incredible power and flexibility to create all kinds of content. From a device this small, is just mad when you think about it. This tiny little device can do so much. I don't know if anyone really cares, but these phones are also built for AI. I mean, we're still waiting for Apple's AI. You know, we'll be waiting for a while, but apparently these phones are built and ready for Apple AI. We've been waiting for a while, Apple. Come on, man, where's AI at? Tim has been cooking the AI for a long time. We're still waiting. When is it going to be ready? I mean, Gen emoji and I don't know, image playground. I think we need a little bit more than that, but hopefully that's coming down the line. But these phones will be ready for that when it gets here in 2065. The A19 Pro chip is designed to handle local language models right on device. I mean, the kind of power you need to do that is mental. If you hate your phones burning your hands to a crisp, honestly, I gotta say, the aluminum, space grade aluminum design, vapor chamber cooling is going to be a lifesaver, except in the winter. So when are the new phones available? Apple says that pre-orders start on the 12th of September, which is this coming Friday. That's literally, I don't know, 3 days away, bada bing, bada boom. And the phones will be landing in stores on the 19th of September. You'll be able to walk in and basically pay some monies and get yourself your 17 Pro or 17 Pro Max. So get your cash ready. So I guess the question we all want to know is like, why does this matter? I feel like this year Apple really, I don't know, like consolidated its efforts into giving us you know, more efficiency. They switched from titanium to aluminum, the A19 Pro chip, and Gen Lock, which is kind of crazy. ProRes RAW for video. That's just like mind blown. I literally asked for that and we got that this year. These do not look like small tweaks to me. These are actually major things. I mean, maybe if you're not into video, these are not really big things for you, but if you're into creating content, these are like big things. I guess it's Apple showing the iPhone is not just a smartphone anymore, that the smartphone is dead. The iPhone is a pocket studio, the iPhone is also a cinema camera, the iPhone is a photography camera, the iPhone is just like, is so many things. This is the digital equivalent of a Swiss Army knife, and it does many things very well. It's definitely more expensive, but at least you now get the basic storage is now 256 as opposed to 128 like in the past. So the 17 Pro starts at $1099 and the 17 Pro Max starts at $1199. Whew, phones are just not cheap anymore. You pay a lot of money. I mean, that was in dollars, by the way. It's pretty much the same here in pounds, I think. All right, bada bing, bada boom. So there you have it. So who the iPhone 17 Pro is for, what's new, where it shines, and when you can get your hands on one, very important, and also why it matters. But the real question here is, will you be upgrading to the new iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Maxes this year? Or does your current phone still do the job? Only you can answer that question. Bada bing, bada boom. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and hit like if you enjoyed this quick and dirty breakdown. And subscribe for more Rawkus tech and car content. And I guess I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bada bing, bada boom.